Okay, welcome to the first lesson of Unit 9, Lesson 1, Ratios and Proportions. A ratio is a comparison using division. And it can be written in three ways. It can be written as a fraction, A over B. Change that color to red. It can be written with a colon, and it's A to B. Or it can be written out in words, A to B. So there are the three ways that we can write our ratios. And ratios should always be in simplified form. So anytime you have a ratio, you want to simplify it. First thing. So here are some ratios for you to simplify, and all this is simplifying fractions. So go ahead and pause the video and in your group simplify these ratios. Okay, the first one, 5 over 15, both divisible by 5, so we get 1 over 3. These are both divisible by, not 3, but a bigger number, 7. And we get 3 to 4. 32 to 48, they are both divisible by 16, and you get 2 to 3. See, I know they're both divisible by 5. That'll give me 10. It goes in there. 27. Okay, so there is simplifying ratios. It's just simplifying fractions. The new idea is proportions. A proportion is two ratios set equal to each other. So here's an example. This A over B equals C over D. We have the ratio A to B and the ratio C to D, and they're equal to each other. And we solve these by doing the cross product property. And what that basically means is that we can take what's on the denominator of this fraction, multiply it across to the numerator of the other fraction, then take this denominator and do the same thing over here. So that we wind up getting AD equals BC. And that's how you solve your proportions. So here are 4 examples, and I'll go ahead and do example 1 with you. So we're going to go across here. 1 times 6 is 6. 2 times x is 2x. Then to solve for x, we divide by 2, so we get that x equals 3. So now I want you to go ahead and to do these last 3 examples by pausing the video and working with your group. So go ahead and do that now. Okay, number 2, we get 6x equals 24. So x equals 4. We get y plus 1 equals 8. So y equals 7. We get 6 equals 2x minus 4. 2x equals 10. So here x equals 5. So that's how you solve proportions. But most proportions we get from real life. A place that you see a lot of proportions is on maps, whenever you're using them to find distances. A map has this thing called a scale. It tells you that an inch, it's normally an inch or 2 inches, is so many miles. Well, here is a map of the US, and I've indicated on this map roughly where, I think, I'm not that good at geography, where my house is in Galesburg comparative to where my house is back home in southern Illinois. And it's about 1 inch if I were to use this scale and compare it to this map. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out how many miles. And you know, it's probably something closer to this. It's probably something closer to 1.05 inches. It also makes it a little bit harder. It's not as easy. So it's about 1.05 inches from my house in Galesburg to my house back home in southern Illinois. What we're going to do is we are going to create two ratios, and we're going to get a proportion. Our first ratio is going to come from this scale. This scale says that for every 1 inch, we get 300 miles. So there's our ratio for the scale. The ratio for what we're looking at says that we have 1.05 inches and we're trying to find the miles. And if we're trying to find something, we normally give that a variable, so we'll call that x. So what we're going to do now is create a proportion. We're going to have 1 over 300 equals 1.05 over x. And note, there's a reason that the 1 and the 1.5 are together, the 300, and the x are together. You're going to put things with the same unit across from each other on the equal sign. So inches have to be across from inches, miles across from miles. And then now it just becomes a problem like we've been doing. We cross multiply, we get x equals 315 miles. And most of the problems that we do in this class using ratios and proportions, we will apply them to things like maps or just word problems, so we get to see some real applications of it. But this is the end of the lesson so far.